Hello and welcome to Baseplate Reviews. Today I'm going to be trying to build some more road plates, probably in the form of half baseplate road plates to the same standard as the road plates we've got there, just so we can start filling in some of the gaps in the city that you can see all over the place. You can see in the city I've got the modular Friends Community Centre that I've just done a video of, all built and placed there. Just to say that everything is in a state of flux. There are no certain positions for the city. It is all just going in as stands. We have an awful lot more to build. For example, just under the desk there, I've got the modular bookshop. Bought that just before it went out of stock on lego.com. But anyway, I'll take you over to the build desk and run through the road plates that we're going to build. So here I've got some of the parts that I'm going to use to build these road plates. I'm going to start off using half base plate and a crosswalk, or zebra crossing as we call it back in the UK, to build a half base plate which should help fill in some of the city. All going to be built to the same standards as the road plates that we've already got built. Now I think the most useful thing that you can have for these is the LEGO City road plate sets, which is 60304, and actually there's nothing in that set which is unuseful, so I don't think it is terrible value. Of course it's not as cheap as the old printed road plates, but they weren't half so good in my opinion. So anyway, I'm going to get to building, show you how they're built, and then maybe do a speed build of one of the plates as well. So I saved you the tedium of a speed build of watching me build these road plates, but what we ended up with is the crosswalk on a half base plate just here, and that's to the same specifications as the rest of the roads in my city. So with a cycle path just up here, although it is split off by this ramp, which is just clipped on and provides a smooth passage for pedestrians to come down off of the sidewalk. It does mean that our cyclists will have to go around that, but I don't think there's anything wrong with them getting a little bit of extra exercise. That's what cycling is about after all. We've used the crosswalk signs which come with the road packs, and again used Technic pins. It's pretty standard, but I think works well for the city. Secondly, we've also built two of these junction plates, just here and here, and you can see their junctions. The road will join on just to here, and then there's the white line to stop them before they move out onto the main road. Again, to the same specifications as the other road plates, just effectively taking out the sidewalk on this side, because instead it's continuing road with the white line to stop the cars from going out. What's slightly different about my roads compared to some people's is that they just sit effectively at 3 studs high, and then the sidewalks sit at 5 studs high, and what that allows us to do is create these storm drains, which I think is a nice touch and something a little bit different. And this is the benefit of using kind of the Mills way of doing stuff. It allows you to get elevation where you want it. These look pretty good in the city, I think, but we'll take a look at them now. I think it makes a big difference. So this is the difference it makes to the city. I've added in both of those corner or junction plates with the white lines just there, then the half base plate with the crosswalk just there, and then the last one there. It just means that this is starting to look like a proper city. I think that one of the things I'm going to need to do is with the park just here. At the moment it's just, there's not enough sidewalk either side, so I'm going to have to just reduce the size of the park. It was either reduce the size of it or put it onto 2 base plates and change up the size of the city, but I think that's what I'm going to do. As you can see, I still keep the construction style vehicles in the voids, and actually we've got another little vehicle that we're going to be ready to add to that. I might do a quick review of that as well. But I think that's starting to make the city look a lot more complete. We've got a proper layout. Once we've got these tables added, then this park will make a good centrepiece, and we'll have a road all the way around. So in between building those road plates, I actually made a little trip up to my closest LEGO store, just close to 3 hours away, and bought a couple more road plate boxes so that we can build some more roads. I will put in a little clip of the store up there and just some of the new sets released on 1st of February.
Wonderful sounds and lights of fire engines, certainly not attending any fire related activities, is always how I can tell I'm visiting Calgary proper. Anyway, separate to that, the LEGO store had a full display of various botanical sets. I think they'll make a Valentine's Day massacre of a few people's wallets with those new rose bouquets. On the other side we had the buildable rocket plus the Technic McLaren Extreme E-Race car, and it was nice to see the LEGO Friends Andrea's Modern Mansion set alongside another smaller set in the front window. This theme deserves a big push. I didn't film inside. I thought the employees looked nervous enough that I'd filmed the display from outside, but I took a couple of pictures and we can see they had plenty of the Red London telephone boxes, the new LEGO Ideas set. I've seen the guy who got his ideas selected is very pleased with it and I'm happy for him, but I'm struggling as to why very many people at all are going to want to pay $115 150 Canadian for this. I can see why some people are upset a different idea submission wasn't selected. I know people also seem to highly criticise the family tree, which came out the same day, and whilst it's not for me, I can at least see the appeal there, whereas even as an expat Brit I have no desire for the red telephone box. There even used to be one down the street from me, but I think it was only ever used for prank calls by the local kids. Not that I'd have ever joined in with that naughtiness. Other major sets released were the Junior Tradies Royal Ornithopter. That seems a nice enough set and I enjoyed the film for sure, but I didn't think this was exactly iconic, and certainly not enough so to spend $165 215 Canadian on. Let me know if any of you picked it up and loved it though. The set that I think is a real winner is the Icons Kingfisher set. Again, it's not one I would buy. I broadly speaking don't get too many display sets, but at just $50 70 Canadian with 834 pieces, it did seem a value proposition at least, and looks to display particularly well. There are an awful lot of bird lovers out there, so LEGO might just be onto something with this one as a complementary range to botanicals. The pick and build wall was decidedly average. The store there rarely blows me away with parts selection. I was just happy to be getting the new boxes and being able to stack away for Mills plate parts.
So other than having a look around the store, I did also fill up a couple of pick and build boxes because they are the boxes now rather than the cups. That meant I was able to fairly stack them. That's just some loose bits on top. Also picked up this small LEGO City set, 60401, the construction steamroller. That's partially because I wanted it, but also so that I could qualify for the gift with purchase by spending 100 Canadian dollars, and that managed to get me this 40679 Love gift box. Not 100% sure what the creature is supposed to be. Maybe a groundhog. Today's Groundhog Day after all that I'm recording this. So if I do build that, we'll take a look at it. The main reason for going up actually wasn't the LEGO store. It was to visit IKEA, and I actually got 8 extra legs like the ones for the tables here, and that is going to mean that we can eventually build the extra 2 tabletops that we've got, and that's going to allow us to have a far fuller layout, although it might mean that I'm stretching across the tables a bit more. Also bought some shelves, so one of those is to display LEGO, the other couple of shelves are going to be so that I can put the storage in a more suitable place than just sat on the floor there. But yeah, the LEGO room's starting to come together, and in the next video I will show you some of that.
Some upcoming videos will include a quick review of that construction steamroller, plus I've got the Lunar New Year set family reunion to build and review too. I'll also get those 2 extra tables built and various IKEA shelves so we can start to organise and display the LEGO a little better. I hope you enjoyed this quick update about the city, and if you did like the video, why not leave a like and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching and be good.